I'll give you a penguin walk across some slippery ice. Non-penguin walk.
Hey everyone, it's Jessica with Montana Family Pharmacies, and I'm here with Josh again today, and we are talking about how to walk properly on ice so that you can help yourself prevent the injuries that result from slips and falls this winter season.
Right, so just a few things to keep in mind when walking in the winter weather conditions like we've got going on right now. Want to make sure to choose your path wisely. Try and find an area that's hopefully been cleared off first of all, so that way you can see what's underneath the snow, or maybe not. See, it's very slick here. The snow is kind of masking the ice, so always try and choose your path wisely. Footwear is probably going to be the most important thing that you can do. Make sure to choose shoes that have good traction on them, or boots with good traction, something other than a hard-soled shoe, just to help give you that extra bit of control when walking on the ice. A couple tips to keep in mind when walking on ice when you know it's slick is to, they say, walk like a penguin. So with that, we want to kind of shorten our stride. Instead of being into a full long stride, let's do a shorter stride and kind of keep our toes pointed outward. What that's going to do is it's going to increase the amount of surface area of your feet with the ground, hopefully give you more traction. So by taking shorter steps, it helps keep your center of gravity more over your front foot, making it less likely that you will lose your balance and slip. I'll give you a penguin walk across some slippery ice. Non-penguin walk. See, had I been following my own advice, we would approach cautiously, shorter steps, toes slightly outwards. Wow, much safer, much safer. Other trick, use these things called yak tracks. There's a few different models out there, different brands, all the same things. There's just a shoe slip-on, slides right over the base of your shoe, can go on and off real easy, gives you that additional traction that you need for when you're walking on ice. A couple other things to keep in mind when walking on ice: hands out of your pockets, hands free. That's gonna give you a better chance to maintain your balance, keep your balance. Stay off your cell phone, that's a distraction, as well as if you do fall, you're gonna need your hands to kind of brace yourself, as well as maintain your balance. Walking on the ice can be a challenge even if you're using canes and walkers as well. So just a couple things. If you're using a standard cane, we do suggest buying an ice grip. These here are pretty nice. They attach very easily, very fast, and they have a nice kind of chisel point there, which will go right over the tip of the cane. It folds up and down easily, so you can once you go back inside, it can be stored safely. So, but great little tool to use when walking on ice, give you that extra traction. Another good option would be to switch to a quad cane. Has more points of contact, much more stable on the ground, help get you across that slippery parking lot a lot easier.
All right, so next we're going to talk about getting in and out of a vehicle when it's icy, some safety tips on that. That's actually one of the biggest ways that people fall when it comes to ice and injuries. And actually last year I ate it harder than I've ever eaten it getting out of my car. I was bruised and banged up pretty good for a couple weeks. So you should always make sure that if you have things that you are going to take out of the car with you, that you leave it in the car as you're getting out until you're out of the car, and then reach back into it. You should maintain 3 points of contact with the car and the vehicle at all times so that you don't lose your balance and slip and fall on the ice when your feet hit. So you just, have one hand on the door, maybe on the seat or on a handle, and step out slowly and put your feet on the ground, stand up, get your center of gravity. So then you'll reach in and grab whatever you need and get it out and then be on your way. Don't mind Josh's dirty vehicle. He lives in the country, so it's just the way it is, right? All right, so another tip for getting in and out of the vehicle is to make sure that both of your feet get on the ground at the same time so that you don't slip on one foot and lose your balance. So while you're getting out, just kind of ease yourself out with both feet and then stand up on the ground. All right, so thanks to Josh for teaching us today a little bit about how to walk on ice. Hopefully you found some of these tips helpful. Please share it with your friends. Be sure to talk with your local pharmacy about any of the things that we talked about today. If you have any questions, they'll be glad to help you. You can find your local pharmacy at montanafamilypharmacies.com.